What is up, guys? It's a beautiful day out here at the Hope Ranch, and look at this. Not my driveway recliner. Everybody has one of those, right? We are working on the Blazer. It's been about I don't even want to say a year. No, it's October. I think we were working on it this winter, January, February.
I've never done voiceover before, but I got a lot of Blazer clips here, so I'm going to try to run through this with you real quick. We took the Blazer mirrors off. We put these fancy sport mirror, black mirrors on it. Here he is taking the Blazer mirrors off. I mean me. Let's put the new ones on. Out in the shop. Talking to my buddy Sean. Got Southern Owl Crane. Here's that. A little bit of map gas, a little bit of dentage. Hey, Engine Master said it doesn't matter. I mean, you couldn't slip a piece of paper through this if you wanted to. Look at the clearance on that bad boy. I'm sorry, it's my first audio recording. I feel like red green when there's. I finally got a Terminator for it. This is what it reminds me of.
Guys, we're doing the picket fence. We're doing a. No, you agreed. And what's the straw? What's the spale?
Yeah, so yeah, we're getting the dash out of there. I got the red dash out. Look at me pointing around. Yep, pointy. Getting the red dash out. This is just kind of a recap of where I filmed a bunch of this stuff and forgot to put it all into I found this folder full of videos I thought I lost, and so here it is. So that Blazer in the background there has a really beautiful black dash in it. Here we go. We're going to go over here and show you. So yeah, beautiful black dash. I pulled it.
My battery died. Anyway.
I guess we're gonna show you again. Beautiful black dash. I pulled a red one out of here. I had red door panels, a bunch of ugly shit on this truck, and so I wanted to put the black dash in it. Yeah, I guess we can go back. There's that four-wheel drive one I have. Yeah, look at me. Look at that four-wheel drive. Look at that. This one's a 5-speed actually, two-door flavor. We're gonna get in here and look at that. Look at that dash. So we pulled that dash out because we don't need dashes in the creek, you know, so we're going to pull that out, put it in the two-wheel drive. There we are. Me and Cyrus putting it in. Yep. Looks pretty good in there. The windshield was all broken to pieces. A bunch of rust holes in the window frame. When it rains outside in that truck, it rained inside too. Ask Jack. So there's Cyrus pushing it out with his feet. And there we are. Pure perfect execution. Yeah, there's the holes. It's got real rusty. I did a lot of welding and grinding on that. A lot of welding and grinding. Got her all painted up.
All the rust holes are
right here.
up.
So there it is, all welded up. Looks pretty good there.
Because if it ever gets painted, it'll be white.
There's vacuuming it out, making it look good, getting all the mouse turds out. I feel like I'm doing a commentary. I've never done a voiceover before. Yeah, a little pilot hole through the front of the cab to put the Terminator through. There's Jack putting the 1-inch hole through so we can run the harness in there.
I didn't realize yeah, the more, that's why I'm saying.
Yeah, if me and Jack are in the same clip, probably arguing over something stupid.
Well, I already pushed it through. All right, well, we need it back through.
Looking good though. Black dash, good carpet. That truck's so full of parts right now. I'm trying to do an update on this. We're looking at brand new camshaft, valve guides, valve springs, all sorts of stuff. So here's where I wanted to get to. Where stuff went sour. That was supposed to be the good motor we had, and it looked like it came from the bottom of the ocean. So yeah, there's Jack on the ground pounding out deer steaks. Look at him. Hold on. Yep. That's every Thursday night.
So we're replacing all the valve springs. We got this side done already. We're down to the last set. We bought this valve spring compressor. It just bolts to the top here where your rocker shaft thing bolts on. And then you put this on top. Here, show them how that works.
So you take it and you twist it into the bottom plate here. Make sure the nut's hanging out of the bottom of it a little bit so you know you have enough strength in it. And you just take it clear down in there like so. Feel your finger underneath there. I found it's easier if you clip them on the bottom side of your caps when you push it down, because it pulls it all down straight, so we just get it on there tight.
If you try it on the top, then it'll pull the valves down with it.
Yeah.
So then we put this in here, and the cylinder that's running the air compressor.
Yeah, once we put it in the right one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, we'll get that far, but
We put it in there, and we compress the cylinders down, and it holds the valves up. And then you twist these down, and it releases that. You pull these clips out. We've been using a magnet, so we don't drop them down in there. Then you got to take this back off to pull the springs. Then you replace the springs with your new springs, press them down, put your new clips in, and when you release the springs back up, these should fall into place to lock them in.
All right, let's do her.
I just thought this might be easier than putting a bunch of words on the screen that you guys have to read. Plus, I've never done a voiceover before. I'm using a rock band mic right now. I poop you negative. I'm using a rock band mic. So, yeah, there's Cyrus releasing the valves. Yep, pulling the springs off. Cyrus says something whack right here, probably. Yep. Valve seals. Probably right here.
In case you didn't hear that, he said pull the seals up if you're replacing them.
Well, I called that. Anyway, yeah, here's where everything went south. We had to pull the motor back out, and you'll see that in a second. So I'm just gonna leave you there. Thought I'd try to do a voiceover.
oh, it was that bearing that didn't want to come out there.
Block LS cam, huge.
Yeah.
My big block cam's not even that thick in the center.
That's why I said it's one of the heaviest cams up.
That's the first time I've done that.
Success, dude.
Comment down below and ask Alfredo if he's digging for gold.
Next to this one, then we'll figure out something. Should we just put some gear oil or something on it? We had the motor in it, 5.3, was about to put the camshaft and stuff in it, and we realized all the cam bearings were junk and a bunch of, looked like it, you know, looks like it was the engine out of the Titanic. So yesterday, I scooted her, it was in the shop sideways, I scooted her out. I started to take the crossmember out from underneath it and realized how muddy and dirty this thing was underneath, and I kind of forgot that this was my daily driver for 2 or 3 years. So last night I got the engine out of it, and like I said, I was taking the crossmember out and it's so dirty under there, and I mean all this is freshly painted, so we're gonna get it out and power wash it all up underneath, put the rear end on the trailer and tilt it up, and you know, get everything clean underneath before I go working on it. But I got the engine out of it, so today's project, pardon the garage, it's kind of a mess right now. So today's project, we got the 5.3 out of it with the junk cam bearings and the junk lifter holes and the one bad cylinder and some other things that took me so long to figure out what I was going to do. So we're going to take the turbo 400 and the stall converter out of this so we can power wash it up when we power wash the Blazer. And we got this engine on the stand, and this is going to be the one that the camshaft and the heads and everything and springs and everything is going to go in. I also found some E85 injectors and some other goodies we're going to put on it. I have to take that oil pan off of that one and put onto this one. So I'm going to get to taking that apart so we can get the oil pan on that one. I got to order pan gaskets and head gaskets and timing chain cover gaskets for that. Then get these heads on it that are over here. But I'm pretty stoked on getting back on the Blazer. It was supposed to be kind of my test subject for LS's because we've done a lot of small block stuff but never a lot of LS stuff. And then it ended up being this car that was my test subject, and now I've been driving it almost every day. I love it. Fun old unit. So now we're back onto the Blazer. This one here is just supposed to, this was just a stock 5.3 turbo 350. I'm sure you've seen the video if you're subscribed. It's just supposed to be a driver. I've been driving it every day. It's, you know, automatic, completely bone stock. This one here is going to get the 9-inch rear end, the turbo 400, the stall converter, the stage 4 summit cam, the E85 injectors, and all sorts of goodies like that. I already got the black dash swapped in, and I think I have some of that on video. I had to take the windshield out and weld up some of this. Was rusted out around the window frame, so I got to get a windshield back in it. It's clear full of parts right now. I do have the matching front wheels. These are just rollers that are on it. I actually got those 20s for the old Sonoma over there. So I guess we'll start pulling that motor and transmission apart and get that oil pan off, maybe get that transmission ready to power wash. I'll have to get this thing over to the hose. Gotta go borrow my sister's power washer because I borrowed mine out and somebody let it freeze. So yeah, I guess that's what we're on. We're gonna get back on the Blazer. I love this truck. It's one of my favorite vehicles I have. I daily drove it with a 6-cylinder automatic for years. Say out of all the cars we have, I think this car and my old 4-speed car is probably my favorite ones. Well, got off work, got home. Don't worry about this old car trailer. She's only hauled about 2,000-3,000 cars. But I got the Blazer out here on it. Told you guys I was going to power wash underneath it. So I'm going to show you all the redneck way about how I plan on doing it. I don't have a lift. I don't want to jack it up. I just want to be able to, I mean, I'm still going to get wet, don't get me wrong, but I'm going to show you the Hope Ranch approved way of doing this. What we're going to do is we're just going to tilt the trailer up. We're going to back it down till the front tires are on the very back of the trailer with the winch still holding it. We're going to set the trailer back down. That'll lift the front end of the Blazer in the air so I can get underneath it and wash it. Daily drove this thing for about 3 years, and I mean rain, snow, or shine. So it's pretty filthy underneath, and I'll let you take a look at that. And just my luck, I only have one thing of degreaser left on the shelf. Came clear home. I don't want to go clear back to town to get it. So yeah. She just got a fine layer of dirt all over it. And I got underneath here yesterday and was trying to do the cross member, and if you can do this on the frame rail and get out chunks of mud like that, needs a little washing. I'm sure the racetrack wouldn't like it, and I don't want to be underneath here working on it like this. I definitely want to put a fuel tank or rear end in it looking like this. So we're gonna hit it with some degreaser where it matters, with one can, kind of sparingly, and we're gonna get to washing her. But I'm really excited to get back on this truck, like I said. I'll also have to update you on them cam bearings I told you about. They're junk, so stay tuned for a cam bearing replacement video too. Yeah! Yo! Gosh. Getting up like I'm 50 years old. But that's how you do it. Front end's about 3 feet off the ground. I can get underneath there easily. If I have to, I'll back up to it, put the rear end on it, jack the rear end up too so I can get underneath it. But I think this will work pretty good for now. Look at that, Early wants to wheelie. Well, this sucks already. Back at it. It's 6:45 and it's getting dark. And I'm getting wet. Oh, I can't see shit under here anyway. Yeah. Take that one, dude. Take that one, dude. Okay, that might work. That wasn't so bad.
I was hoping it would be.
Damn it, Dad! She knocking like two skeletons on a tin roof.
Listen to my dad, motherfucker.
She's plumb out of oil. She's out of oil.
She's fucking hot, dad.
Offside from plumb out of oil.